See, here's the thing. When challenges come, which we know are going to happen, tribulation is going to come. We are going to be challenged in our faith. It's going to happen. How do you react when that happens? Because, see, Abram was faced with a challenge, a large challenge, and he wasn't shaken. In fact, he was empowered, and he said, Lot, you choose. I don't need to be in control of this. God has already promised me that all these promises are going to happen in my life, and I believe them, that they are going to come to fruition, so it really doesn't matter which land you put me in. That's the mentality you need to have today. It doesn't matter which land you wind up in. It doesn't matter what car you drive. It doesn't matter how big your house is. It doesn't matter how many zeros are on your paycheck. If the Lord has promised you today eternal things, that's what you stand on. That's what you rest on. He tells you He's going to bring you to the promised land. You need to stand on that today. It doesn't matter what your external life looks like. It doesn't matter how things seem. It doesn't matter what your logic says. I'm telling you this morning to stand on faith. That's why Abraham was known as the father of faith. Maybe you've been waiting for a long time. It's time for you to stir that promise back up. It's time for you to put it back into the forefront of your mind, the forefront of your heart. It's time, if you're married, it's time for you to look at your spouse and say, hey, this is the situation, but this is where God is going to bring us to. And it's time to stand on that. Maybe you're in this place and you've struggled with faith your whole life. You've had seasons where you've been following God faithfully and you've loved Him and you've pursued Him. And then you've had seasons of your life where you've walked away and you said, well, I don't really know if God's real or not. And you just keep going back and forth between those two things. Let today be the day that your faith is strengthened, that you return back to the Father, and that you stand on the promises that Jesus has laid out for you. Those promises are that if you believe in Him, if you put your works in Him, if you put your faith in Him, then you can have eternal life. Do you believe that this morning? That you can have eternal life through Jesus? Well, it doesn't matter what the world has to say then. It doesn't matter what mistakes you've made in your past. It doesn't matter what mistakes you're going to make in the future. Because it's not about you anymore. You have the opportunity today to reinvest your faith and put it all in on Jesus.